Hey guys, I hope you are all feeling good, and today in this video I am going to go over the way that we can change our state depending on what we are thinking about and where our focus is going, and this is especially around food, and it's about empowering us with some of the skills that we already have and might not be aware of, and the way that we can use them in a way that actually benefits us instead of a way that is detrimental to us. So our imagination is such a powerful tool, and we use it every day, and we can become more aware of it and the way that we use it and the way that it changes our physiological state, which can then lead to certain behaviors, certain actions. So we'll start off by, if you can think of a food that is perhaps one of your trigger foods. If you have a tendency to overeat or binge, or there's certain foods that you just can't say no to, or whenever you think about it, that's the thing that you end up binging on. So if you want, you can close your eyes and you can just do this with me, and you can stand up or you can sit down, whatever feels good for you. And I just want you to think about this food, whatever it is. Mine would be chocolate, and just really start to go through the process how you would normally if you were thinking about this food, or if you were just about to eat this food. So in your imagination, visualizing this food now, is there any wrapping paper that has to come off? How does it come in the first place? Is it on a plate? Do you have to go to a certain shop? So just imagining yourself doing this now, and noticing the way that your body might start to feel different. Maybe there's little surges of excitement. And if you can now see the food, what does it look like? What are the colours like? Are they bright colours? Are they very clear? Is this picture very clear?
Powering off.
Is there movement in this picture? Maybe there's like a pouring of some cream, or you can see some crumbs, or like a bubbling of some cheese on the top of a pizza. Whatever it is, just noticing what it looks like, and if you can smell it, what does it smell like? And just noticing any changes in your body. Is your mouth watering? How does your heartbeat sound? Is your heartbeat going a little bit faster? What is your breathing like? Have you noticed any changes in your hands? Are your fingers moving, or do the palms feel a little bit sweaty? Just noticing these tiny little things. Is your stomach even starting to rumble maybe? And just imagining that you're taking that first bite of whatever that food is for you. What that tastes like. How that changes the way you feel. Again, is it soothing? Is it exciting? Does it cause your eyes to roll in the back of your head? Is it frantic when you eat it, or do you eat it really slowly and savor every single bite? Okay, and open your eyes. Just shaking the hands around, changing the state. Maybe let's take 3 deep breaths. So breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Okay. So let's go through that same process, but this time with food that perhaps you're not so keen on. Maybe it's a food that you'd like to eat more of, you know that it's healthy for you, like salad or whatever. Maybe you're someone that kind of dodges salad and vegetables as much as you can, but you know they would be good for you. So I would like you to pick one of the foods that, I don't want you to pick a food really that you actually just find disgusting, like you really just don't want to eat it. Okay, so you can pick a food that you know you would like to eat more of, but you are either avoiding or you're just struggling because you've just never really liked it since being a kid maybe, but you feel like you'd like to start eating more of these kinds of foods. So you can just pick one. It might be broccoli, it might be lettuce or peas or whatever it is. Peas it would be for me. And we're just going to go through that same process again. So if you want to close your eyes and just relax, just breathe in. And I want you to imagine in front of you, you have a plate or a bowl or whatever it is, however that food comes in front of you. And you are going to go through the process as if you were about to eat this food. So the way that you feel looking at this food, and if you can see this food in your visual, does it come in an image? Is it like a video format so you can see movement? What are the colours like? Is the picture clear or a little bit blurry? Is it bright or dull? As you go through the process of going to eat this food, whether you have to cut it up, pick it up, what does it look like as you move closer towards it? Just noticing the way your body feels. What is your heartbeat like? What is your breath like? What state does your body feel like it's in? Does it feel contracted? Maybe a little tension in the body? And just putting this food into your mouth, what does that feel like? Is your mouth watering? Or do you actually feel a little bit repulsed whilst you're chewing this food? And just taking note of all the little things that you can feel within your body, and the way that you viewed this food, the way you experienced this food, the colours, the smells, the feelings, the touch, your breathing. And open your eyes. Relax. Okay, so I assume you would have, okay, so Did you notice any changes with the way that you experience the food that you love and you crave and you desire, and the food that you're not so keen on but you would like to eat more of, because you know it would make you healthier and fill you with energy and vitality? If you noticed that there was a big difference with the way that you experienced those two different foods, we actually have it within our control and within our power to use the ways that we experience and imagine that food that we love so much, and we can apply those to the food that we don't like so much. So what we can do in this practice is we can transfer all of those different ways to the food that we would like to eat more of. So if we go into that visualization of the peas or the broccoli, whatever it is, and as we go into it, we can transfer the brighter colours into this picture. We can create a different state with our breath. So however your breath was when you were experiencing the trigger food, the craving food, you can use that breath and create that breath whilst visualizing and thinking and feeling into this food that we would like to eat more of. So maybe it's that you felt a little bit excited. So whenever you think about this food that you would like to eat more of, you can create that state within your body and attach that feeling and that memory to this food as well. And it can take a little bit of repetition and doing it a few times, but it really does work and it's so powerful. So then when you would go into the visualization of you eating this food that you'd like to eat more of, perhaps you had like a bit of a resistance feeling. So if you can apply the feeling of joy and the way that the tastes feel so amazing in your mouth, and also maybe adding in the feelings around feeling full of energy, full of vitality, and all these different things, and noticing if your breath was expansive. Did you feel like you were really enjoying every bite, eating slowly? So what I would like you to try, if you would like to see if you can create a new kind of relationship with certain foods, just trying to go into that practice where you go through all those different phases of seeing, experiencing, touching, even hearing, tasting, feeling this food that you would like to eat more of, and see if you can transfer the states from your trigger food over to your food that you would like to eat more of. And you can practice that every day, and you can practice it with many different types of foods until you really start to create that state within your body whenever you think about that food, to the point where if you smelt that food, if someone was cooking it, or if someone mentioned it, straight away that would create that little surge of excitement or desire or whatever it is that would be now attached to this new food, until it becomes the actual food that you are excited to eat and you want to eat that food more than anything else. So you can create this new visualization and this new attachment to make this your trigger food, your craving food, so that you actually want to eat more vegetables and more of the foods that you know are going to create a more empowered, more vital version of yourself. So give it a go. And if you would like any more information about the different practices that we use here at Yo-Yo for people with their relationship with food to improve that, or any sort of destructive or limiting eating behaviours, please get in touch and we would love to hear what's going on for you.